Hey folks, my name is Pravus. Welcome to more EU4. We are playing as Byzantium, and we are this close to completing all of my objectives for this particular series and achievement run. If only I hadn't messed it up at the end of the last video. I do apologize about that. It was pretty late at night, and when I start making mistakes like that, it means that I'm probably done. So we did a couple things. One, I didn't actually hand all the proper land off to Aragon. I gave some to France. We're gradually asking for that stuff back, and they're giving it to me, but it's costing me all my favors. I'll fix that over time. The big one is I didn't actually take all the territory necessary to finish off the Roman state here in Lazio Umbria, which means I can't consecrate the Metropolitan, which means I can't finish the objective, which means now I can't do anything until 1603 at the earliest to then kill the Papal State and then eat the rest of Italy over here. Whoops, these things do happen, and of course I have a big coalition in the meantime. So yeah, didn't go great, but you know what, it's fine. I couldn't finish the last objective until Karaman dies and I inherit their territory anyway, and I have no idea when this 50-year-old is going to die. It could happen very soon, it could happen very late, we will see. In the meantime, since I'm a little bored, let's just go kill Tunis and take a bunch of North Africa. Why not? I might as well. Oh, and I've now inherited Iraq. Hey, sweet, all that territory is mine. Gosh, I love this Paranoia system. It's so good. And I really don't need to be limiting myself just to the territories that actually already have, like, a dead nation, like releasing Syria, Karaman, Iraq, whatever. Remember, I can create client states. So all I have to do is just conquer a big swath of territory, just create some BS state, and then just make him a Paranoia, and then boom. It's mine, someday. Like, the raw power of this, the amount of monarch points I can save, is actually kind of ridiculous. Alright, done over here. We're just gonna take mostly coastal territory, because I find that ends up being pretty good. We could also just do the same... You know what, I was just talking about we could just release a vassal, right? Like, do we have to take all this for myself? What if I just took all of Tunisian land, and then just released one giant vassal? One big client state? Actually, why not? Literally, why not? Maybe we should do that. And what the heck? I will. Bye, Tunis! There you go. I'll just keep a couple provinces for myself. Alright, mission fulfilled over here. We have the Exarchate of Africa, which means I now get a permanent claim on the entire Iberian region as well as Maghreb. You've got to be kidding. Dude, we are getting so many claims. This is ridiculous, dude. I mean, Byzantium is clearly designed, if you can get past the early stages with the Ottomans and go for a major Mediterranean conquest run, the game is like asking you to go for Mare Nostrum. Like, they're begging you to be able to reform the Roman Empire. Looks like some people are starting to leave a few coalitions, that's great. Britain was in it for a little while. We did get everybody over here angry at me as well here, but until Austria and the Commonwealth leave, I'm not really sure what's going to happen. I don't think anything's going to change for a while. I don't even know why Sweden is involved in this, if I'm honest. Like, really though, Sweden, do you really care what I'm doing in Italy? Get real, buddy. Another mission complete. Not sure what I just finished. Oh, there we go. We can return to the gold standard? No way! Alright, a master of mint is nice. Domestic trade power, merchant trade power, 2 years of trade income. Sure, okay, cool. I'm breaking off my relationship with Ethiopia. They're just going to keep calling me into a bunch of worthless wars from here on out. I don't need them for anything. And now that they actually took some territory in the Egyptian area, they're technically going to be my enemy. Same thing is true here with Persia. In order to finish up some missions, I actually do need to fight these guys as well. I'm wary of losing too many alliances, but I'm going to do it anyway, because I should not need them, really. I don't need defensive alliances to keep this coalition in check. What are they gonna do? In the meantime, I've already reached that stage of the game where I'm making over 100 ducats a month. Thank you, Venetian trade node. A lot more money to be had here all of a sudden. Though a lot more is also flowing into Genoa, which I don't like. Well, it's fine. It's deceptive, honestly. A lot of money would be going into Venice if I weren't steering so much of it into Constantinople, where I already have 98% control, which is kind of better than what I can capture in Venice anyway. So it looks worse than it is. We got plenty of trade income coming in, and it's only going to be getting better as I start taking over some of Genoa. Aragon can help steer a lot of the money from Sevilla and Valencia in that direction. So, yeah, I mean, with 2 end nodes, like, so much of the world's wealth will be coming to me. Global trade has fired, and it didn't fire in my province, because of course it wouldn't, but it fired in London. Grand. And Tunis has already been inherited. That did not take long. They did not core much territory either. All right, so the lesson learned here is maybe don't set these guys up for inheritance quite so quickly. Maybe wait until we've given them like 10 years with whatever territory I gave them, then we go ahead and do it. Whatever, it was still a handful of free territories. Truce with the Pope just ended. I cannot allow this guy to even have a chance at joining the coalition, so we have to immediately declare this war, unfortunately. Which means we're going to be fighting against Spain again, because guess who, once again, is defender of the gosh dang Catholic freaking gosh dang faith? Oh my god, you people are annoying. Not that I'm really struggling too much here. We've already killed off most of the allies. The Pope is fully sieged down. We just got to deal with Spain himself, and he does have a decent number of troops, but that's misleading, because he has so many of these colonial nations, you'd think he's a lot stronger than he actually is. As annoying as this is, I suppose one advantage of the fact that I got to fight Spain this way is I can remove them from the coalition, so I don't have to fight the coalition to do that. And that means that with the Commonwealth gone, Spain eventually gone, that's going to leave only Austria and Portugal as the two major powers that are involved, which means one of them leaves, and pretty much the entire coalition just falls. That said, I'm probably about to get it all back, because once I finish off this last bit of Papal State land, they're gonna be peeved, let's be honest. Fulfilled another mission, quite by accident. The new synods. Okay. Temples, administrative advisor, patriarch authority, loyalty of the clergy, blah, blah, blah. Wow, the religious state privilege makes 15% stability cost modifier as well. That privilege is looking pretty strong. It's a shame we're heading toward the age of absolutism and I'm not going to care very soon, but it's pretty good. And I'm dead. We have a 2-1-5 in charge with a 6-5-1 heir. I'll take that. Yes, please. No, 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 no! Don't immediately give me this event! Gosh dang you people! What is with this game? Seriously, every time I've had a good heir, within like 2 years, they die. I kid you not. This game is just really frickin' with me. All right, Spain, are you ready to just end this, get out of this war now? Are you ready for that? Wow, apparently not. Some of this territory is shockingly expensive. What about just telling you to return some cores to Aragon? Oh, that's a lot cheaper, strangely. A lot cheaper. Okay, fine, whatever, just do that. I really don't care. There we go. Spain's out, Aragon gets all their cores back. Sweet. Now for the real kicker. Pope, man, say goodbye to all your land. This causes the coalition to grow in a way that I don't like, for sure. But it's fine. The important thing is, I'm gonna get all the land that I need for my consecration now. Score. Okay, that done and out of the way. Karaman. We need to talk about your retirement plans, buddy. You're 64 years old. Next year's retirement age. I fully expect you to hand in your notice by the end of the week. Also, for real, can this stupid coalition be done now? Can we be done? I know I just took a bunch of land and a lot of you are angry, okay? I get it. The Pope is gone. Oh no. Whatever shall the Catholics do? I have no idea. But Austria in particular, knock it off, okay? Do you know why? Because I need to kill you. Now, is that a very compelling reason to stay in the coalition? Yes, but that is beside the point. Shut up. I need to take you. You need to give me one more province in, like, Croatia. One! And then I can complete a mission. Another government reform? Good God, we're getting more government reforms before Karaman freaking dies. Okay, what do we have here? Lesio enormous. That sounds great. Kind of sounds like a humongous situation, but yeah, whatever, it's fine. So, production efficiency, 15% is great. Autonomy change, gold prosperity growth. This is really good. Like, unless I'm crazy, this seems really, really good. And it's unique, so I don't even have to read the other ones. We're taking it. Truce with the Mamluks has ended. Sure, I'll just go ahead and kill you. Why the heck not? Instant stack wipe. They have literally no defense left. Well, that just feels sad. Another mission done. Wealth from the east. Loads of trade power in Aleppo, Alexandria, and elsewhere, blah, blah, blah. Mercantilism, 10 base production for all provinces with a manufactory. Nice. Okay, cool. Plus, I'll just toss some more monarch points into development. That gets me the royal purple for developing Athens. And for 30 years, stability cost modifier, more monthly splendor, a trade good change, and so on. We'll be able to change our map color. What? That doesn't happen very often. Okay, you know what? Adopt the color of the Roman Empire. Screw it, why not? Revel in the glory. We are now a slightly more vibrant Byzantium than we were before. Is that a super stupid thing we can do? Yeah. Does it feel pretty good still? Also, yeah. God, it almost hurts my eyes, actually. Okay, maybe I actually slightly regret this. That is very vibrant. Where's the Papal State, by the way? Did they get any more territory? They did not. See, sometimes if there are, like, holy orders still around, like the Teutons, Livonian Order, the Knights, whoever, then they'll give some territory over to the Papal State if they get removed from the game, but it looks like that did not happen because none exist. So we literally have left the Catholics completely rudderless. I do find that funny. It looks like Protestantism has done fairly well in the Empire, despite the fact that they lost the war. Heck, Austria converted. So, yeah, I think we may have actually spelled the death of Catholicism. I find that kind of funny. Yep, there will be no rival church to my west, I'll tell you that. By the way, Karaman, seriously, buddy, you're costing me everything. Just die already. And the Age of Absolutism begins. I really thought we were going to have these achievements done before this hit, but okay. We just hit one of the most important parts of the game. The part where I need to get absolutism, and a lot of it. This is fine. What you want to do is, like, harsh treatment on cheap rebels wherever possible. Fortunately, some of this is shockingly expensive. Jeezums, dude. There! Finally! Jeezums! Okay! Throne inherited. We have taken the throne of Karaman. All of this is mine now. Why did you move my font over here? Why did you do that? Why? It doesn't look nearly as good. It could have been across all of this. That would look great. Why wouldn't you do that? Gosh dang, whatever. It doesn't matter. We got the achievement! Basileus is done! Alright. Okay. So we have Basileus. In the name of the Father, restore the Pentarchy. Last Crusade. 1 to go. Rome, hi, how you doing? 2 of these provinces are still not fully converted. We're working on it, gosh dang it, very soon. Or at least I'd love to if we didn't have religious zeal. This ends in 3 years. Why do you guys have religious zeal? Why do you have religious zeal? I'm being screwed here, man, on these stupid achievements. Screwed, I tell you. Anyway, we need to start revoking privileges pretty much wherever I can, because they are reducing my maximum absolutism cap, and I don't appreciate that. Almost done converting these last provinces. Good news is I'm very, very, very fast at conversions. Okay, so I would now be able to consecrate a metropolitan if I weren't also so incredibly awesome at my patriarch authority. But this is why I've deliberately held off on some of this stuff, so I can spend some of it, so I can go to Rome, so I can consecrate it, so boom! And there's my last achievement. Redecorating, starting as an Orthodox nation, consecrate the Metropolitan in Roma. And ladies and gentlemen, as far as I'm aware, that's everything we need to do for this Byzantium campaign. Now, normally in this particular game, what you'd probably want to do is go for Mare Nostrum, which pretty much requires you conquering mostly the rest of Egypt, I think maybe a little bit more land done over here, the rest of Northern Africa, and then all of, like, Western Europe. So we're talking about, like, Northern Italy, all of France, all of Iberia, most of Britain, and then maybe a little bit of territory up over here around Germany, but not very much. That's what you'd want to do. Just one big empire like this, and boom, you'd have the Mare Nostrum achievement. That said, I've already done that achievement multiple times. Well, not shown it multiple times, but I've accomplished it multiple times on the channel, so I'm not going to call that a top priority. Instead, since I have a little bit of time to work with, I'm going to go ahead and just try to kill a few folks. I can't keep this up. Look, my son, look upon the glory that is Byzantium. This kid shall soon become a Byzantophile, I am quite sure. Anyway, so that didn't take a ton of time, but we made some rather dramatic progress here just in the last, like, 50 or so years. I mean, I've eaten a lot of land over here in Spain. All these little guys up over here are my preneurs, so I'm going to be inheriting them soon enough. So is Granada. If I want to continue with some of this, all I got to do is keep feeding my little vassal up here in northern Italy, betray France, finish off Spain in like 2 wars, and then go take on Britain, and then boom, that would be Mare Nostrum. Like, we're really not even that far off. Within the next 50, 100 years, if I really tried, I could probably get it. That said, not worrying about it for this series. We're happy with what we've got. I am going to finish up one really cool mission here, though, because I don't know what's going to happen. Are you ready for this? This is very exciting. We're going to restore the Pentarchy, the mission. Now, this requires that I have 30 dev in all 5 of those cities we needed in order to finish out that achievement. And they have to have a temple or cathedral, they have to be the right stuff, we have to have patriarch authority, blah, blah, blah. What is this going to do? Well, it's going to make us the seat of the patriarch, which is going to give us a lot of money, which is cool, and all those other 4 cities will get the same thing. And then we're going to hold the ecumenical council, which apparently allows the patriarchs to convene on religious matters, but what I really care about is what I see down here in the bottom. Disable the Catholic papacy. We are, in fact, deciding that this whole, like, you know, succession of Peter and all that stuff, yeah, Catholics lose. We win! The wound has been healed! There is only one true leader of the Christian faith, and it is going to be the patriarchs of the Orthodox in Byzantium. Boom, boom, bada bada boom. This feels glorious. I don't even know what this decision does. Let's hold one of the councils and see what happens. Per the Basileus' request, that's me, all 5 of the patriarchs have gathered in Damascus to debate various matters. So just free power, missionary strength, different power, stability cost, patriarch authority, blah, blah, blah. I mean, just clicking a button every few years to get free power seems pretty darn good. Wow, okay, well, I call this a very, very successful series. A true worthy Eastern Roman Empire, a true Byzantium, has restored itself into the world. And by the time you get to 1800, don't be surprised if, like, the entirety of, like, Europe, Asia, and Africa has fallen underneath their sway. They're just gonna be that good. In the meantime, thank you all very much for watching this series of EU4. Hey, I'm talking. Can you please? Thank you. Thank you all for watching this series of EU4. It's been feeling really good to get back in the saddle again. I need to do some more of this. This is the most fun I've had recording in a very, very long time. I'm thinking the next series, maybe we go for some fun in Portugal. I know they're considered a large player, but I've never played them. There's some pretty cool achievements to be done with them. They can get pretty strong. That might be what I go for, but I'm open to suggestions. So if you have some ideas, do let me know in the comment section down below. Otherwise, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe for future content, and I will see you guys next time. Can you say bye-bye?
Bye-bye.
Thank you, that's perfect. Bye, guys.